is another segment which has been organized by the ECZ. It helps us to learn from our candidates what they want to promise us, how they work with us, their promises, in short, their manifesto. So we're going to hear out their manifesto, their promises, and how they are going to work with us. So in starting, we have a PF candidate, Mrs. Paulo Josephine, and in the middle there, we have UPND candidate, Mr. Lubinga Nyawa. And here we have an independent candidate, Madam Constance Munaruga. So our program will run in such a way that I'll pose a question. We're going to have 4 rounds of the questions, and you'll be given 3 minutes to answer. After 3 minutes, you have to give another candidate a chance to speak. So the first round is for you to introduce yourself, tell us about yourself, your academic background, your work experience, and what you have achieved, and why you are contesting for this vacant seat. You can start from our PF candidate.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paulo Josephine Mulima, 60 years, married with 5 children, a Zambian by birth, and a permanent resident of Mwandi Royal Village. I'm a grade 12 school leaver, and I've worked as a primary school teacher, went to secondary school teaching, obtained a degree in the first degree, and I have a master's degree in educational administration. I've worked as a teacher, a senior teacher, deputy head. I've worked as an inspector of schools at the district. I've worked as a senior education standards officer at the province, and I retired as district education board secretary. I wish to contest for this seat because I know I'm capable. I want to bring the experience I've gathered from wherever I've been to come and work with the people of Mwandi here. Once voted in, I will do my best to make sure that everything I promise for the youth, for the women, will be delivered.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Mr. Lubinga Nyawa. I was born and raised in Mwandi 51 years ago. I started my primary education here at Mwandi Primary School. Then I went to Linda, where I did my Form 5, completed in 1984, and went to NRDC in Lusaka, where I completed in 1988, and then I went to work as a nutritionist at Caroline Hospital, where I stopped working in 1991, and I came back here to Mwandi. I've been here since 1993, and I've never left Mwandi. I'm a permanent resident of Mwandi Village. I joined the political arena in 1996. Since then, I'm abreast with the political activities of the area, and I know the political terrain. I decided to contest the election, this election, so that I can become the council chairperson, because I don't need introductions to the problems that our people are facing. I know the problems that are found in each and every ward or slough, whether you divide it political or traditional. I know the problems that our people are facing. And one of the biggest issues that has seen us working in retarded development is lack of leadership. Leadership has created problems. Many times we choose leaders who are alien to our situation here. So this time around, I feel it's better we get a leader who knows the area, who feels what the majority of the people feel, who knows their problems from day-to-day basis. My program is that I want to target agriculture. When you elect me as your council chairman, I want to improve the agriculture sector because that's what is done by the majority of the people in our area. And once that is done, I believe it will help the youth because they are the majority of the people who are not employed. So if we improve the agriculture sector by lobbying and advocating to bring commercial farming into this area, that will suck a lot of youthful people into employment. And the other sector is education and energy. I think when I'm given more time, I'll elaborate more on that. Thank you very much.
I feel it's still morning. Good morning. I'm Constance Mdarula. I come from here, from Mwandi. I was born in this hospital. I went to school partly in the primary here at Mwandi Primary School. I went to towns here and there. Again, I came back to Sesheko Secondary School. I'm a grade 12 holder. I went for nursing. I'm a nurse by professional, a midwife, and a social worker. I trained in Livingstone. I worked in Sesheke. I worked in UTH. Then I left. I went to States. I was working in New York. I was there for 5 years. I worked in different hospitals in New York. I came back. I went again to UK for a training. I have a diploma in social work in health. And while there, I worked also in so many hospitals. When I came back, I didn't join the government. I just joined the private, I don't have really a permanent job. I'm doing my own things, small things. But then I decided to join politics. Even before then, I had that thing in me of joining politics, but because of my movements here and there, it was hindering me. I was married, I have children, but now I'm no longer married. Most of who they call me Woman Mwaba, that's the man I used to marry, but now I'm single, I'm striving for myself, for my children also. I joined the politics. And of course, mostly I was living in Lusaka, but I decided to come here home because that's where my heart is. I feel so hate. Each time I go, maybe for 5 years, I come, it's still the same like that. And the things are even going down. What we used to have is no longer there. We are going down, down, down. That's the thing which, struck my heart that I think I should join politics. Last time you saw me, I aspired as an MP, but unfortunately I couldn't make it due to some other reasons. Now I'm coming back again to aspire. My aim is why I'm aspiring is I want to improve the place. Maybe because of my exposure working in so many countries, I think I have a feeling I can improve this place. There are no roads, there is no water, there is no what, the schools are cracked, whatever. There is nothing I can say, it's totally nothing. So that's what strikes my heart, that if I'm given the chance of winning, I think I can make it. I promise you I can make it. I'm independent.
Thank you very much for introducing yourself. We would have been joined by a fourth candidate, an independent candidate, but unfortunately he's held up, Mr. Moloya. That's his name. We'll go on to the next round. I'm happy that you are all women in this place, in Mwandi district, and you know the problems that Mwandi is facing. And I'm happy that she mentioned about the schools being cracked, about the water issues, the roads itself, the stretch from Kazumbula to Mwandi is not easy. Every time one is traveling, they have to fear for their lives. So, since you know those problems, tell us. Many politicians have come and gone, telling us that they'll fix the road, telling us that we will have more water supply hours, telling us about the schools, but nothing has been done. So tell us how you will convince this government to work with you and the people of Mwandi, how you will improve this place.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, I'm going to come up with a strategic plan. Under that strategic plan, I'm looking at 5 pillars. First is the youth, the women, social services, infrastructure, and leadership. I'm saying this so that the leadership which is in me, all the skills I have, will help me to represent this constituency which is still underdeveloped, the constituency which is still very young, it's still at its infancy, it's still in diapers. I will bridge the gap between the people of Mwandi and the government, because I'm from the government myself. Over the schools, it's me to knock on the doors of the vice president, on the doors of the president, to let him know of the status of the schools which are here and what should be done. It's me to bridge the gap, to talk to them, so that we look at the social amenities. We are looking at the social services, where we need mobile clinics. Of course, we have hospitals, but we are looking at the distances between where the people live and here. So I'm going to tell them, to the central government, let's look at what we can do. Let's have the mobile hospitals to come, mobile clinics, so that they can actually be accessed by a lot of people. I will look at the women. First and foremost, I'm very empathetic, I'm very passionate, I'm a woman. So the women folk, I'll sit with them and look at their problems and see and move together in our planning up to the last stage. The youth, I'm a mother. I am your mother. I'm the best person for you. I'm the best person for you. It's me to go and knock, because I know all the councillors are from the opposition. But we need someone, like I've said, to bridge this gap. It's me. I should be the mouthpiece for the constituency to the higher authorities, so that we tell them what the youth need. You people, what you need is, you need some skills. What type of skills? You need entrepreneurship skills. You need business skills. You need skills, business skills. You need these kind of things to help you, even in your daily lives, so that you are able to face long life challenges. I want to look at the infrastructure, where the roads are coming. I cannot promise to make the roads myself, but I can use my mouth to knock at the people who are holding the monies, so that they give us the money, we come and work on our local roads. I know that one of the...
Thank you very much once again to be afforded this chance. I'll begin with the issue of the road. This is an international route which needs concerted government effort. So it is the duty of the one who takes up the position to lobby and liaise with the government to see to it that the road is done. The international road is done. The other feeder roads, those are the ones that can be done easily from CDF and from other donor funds and from other well-wishers. Those can be done. The school rehabilitation program, there are programs within the ministries. So it is up to, actually it is one of the duties of the council chairperson to have the correct interpretation of government policies, so that he links with the government, the programs. Then on the issue of youth and employment, like I stated earlier, what we need is to attract investment in the area. The investment is going to create jobs. And about 80% of the people who need jobs are the youth. The 20% up there is just for managerial, those people with managerial skills. So that is just a small percentage. So what we need is to attract investment in here. We are blessed with abundant land. There is plenty of water on the Zambezi, and we have occasional water on Luanja River system. So all that water has to be tapped and channeled into agriculture so that there is productivity on the ground. That production is going to attract jobs that are much needed by the youth. So that's how I intend to work. And then in the education sector, I want to introduce competitiveness. We introduce prizes. The best student in, say, maths gets a certain prize, whether it's in grade 9 or grade 4. The best student in sports must also get a prize. So that is going to motivate the pupils to work even harder because they have something to look forward to. I intend to introduce those prizes. How are we going to get money for the prizes? From the very investors that are going to come in and from the well-wishers. Thank you.
I have a lot of promises, which I feel I can fulfill them if the resources are there. Okay, how I'm going to get these resources, I'll wait for the government, whatever they give, and I'll be lobbying for more from, companies, what charitable organization, whatever you call them. That's how I'm going to do it. I'll work with the councillors. The first thing is that I have to work with the councillors. We have to be united. And I have to listen to the councillors, the problem they are bringing from different parts. And then we sit and then see which is the most important thing, if money is there. That's how I'm going to work. I'm not just going to pause to say, no, let's do that, let's do that. I'll always be listening to councillors. Councillors who are with you people, they come from people. They bring problems to me. We sit together with the councillors. Whatever money we have to attend to the most urgent thing. That's how I'm going to work me. If the roads are the most urgent thing, I'll tackle the roads. If it's a school, if it's a hospital, whatever it is, that's how I'm going to work. Because I know I want to have money for everything at one go. The money will be trickling, but I'll do the best thing that people want. Anyway, that's how I'm going to work. And she asked if people have been coming off and go, in and out, these things are not done. Yeah, there was that weakness of the people who have been there in the past. People, even if we are promising like that, we have a weakness. And you should know us. You should know us what we are. What is in me is in me. Don't think I stole yesterday, tomorrow I want to steal. Babule lako lisesinzi mwapiru ya mtu asiumbi, usesiumbi watusangwa lizohoji. Twaleba tuwaru yanga kiba tubale ba. Those people we put there, they are the people we know they have their weakness. Let's put people you know they have no weakness. Don't trust me because now that person will change. No, he will never change. If he's a killer, he will be always killing. If she's a killer, she will be always killing. That's the thing which has dropped us down. You knew even when you were voting for people to say, this person we are voting is what. But just because you want money, you are paid, you are what and what, you're going to vote for the wrong person. Vote for the best person. Vote for me. I promise you I'll surprise you. Money will change. Why I'm saying like that, I'm a mother, I have a mother heart. From there, I'm independent. Do you know what independent means? Independent, I impress you all. Oh.
Thank you very much. The other round is what are your strengths that will help you work with the people of one district in accordance with the problems that we are facing?
Thank you so much. What are my strengths? That will help me to work with you people and I want the populace at large. Like I've said, I've gained a lot of experience over the 29 years of service in government. I've worked at different various levels in the Ministry of Education. I've worked for 29 years. And I've been interacting with a lot of organizations. And with that experience of having worked for 29 years in the Ministry of Education, I can use that experience to work with the people of Mwandi. And like I've said, I cannot work alone. I must have a strategic plan. And that plan will not, after we have come up with that plan, the people should prioritize it. What is it that should be number one on the agenda? And that's how we are going to work. I'm a very, very energetic, visionary, empathetic, eloquent, and self-supervised person. I'm a resident here. At any time, please come and look at my house or discuss. I'm not living anywhere. I'm here, I've retired, I've come with everything here. Even if you don't vote for me, I'll still be with you living in this village. Because this is where I am. Whatever I have, my little businesses are here in Mwandi. And so I'm not going anywhere. I'll always be with you. So let's work together. Let's come together. Let's share what we can do. 2013, when I just arrived in the village, I organized International Women's Day, which people are still appreciating because they saw what I'm able to do. So even in terms of work, the youth, it's me to go to the air commander. In Mwandi, we've just been seeing aircrafts. We don't know how to join reserve. Out of this list, please can you get even 5 people from Mwandi? So that will be pointing to say, yes, for the youth, they want to join teaching. I can be going to the teacher training colleges to say, please can you help? Okay? The teachers, they need some trainings. We should introduce mayor's funds to assist even those underprivileged children so that they can be like me tomorrow. So it's you, the onus is on you. Choose me, I'll bring my experience, we will come together and work together for the betterment of our place.
Thank you very much. Are you ready to go? Thank you very much. As we are talking right now, the whole of this place has got a strategic development plan, and I assisted in drafting that document. It is there for people to read. It has been widely distributed in schools and other government institutions. So, I believe you need a leader or a chairperson who knows how to get the best out of the traditional system, which holds much of the land, and the central government system, and combine these two and get the best deal for you. Like I stated earlier, our biggest problem is poverty. And we can only get rid of poverty by utilizing the resources that we have. We have land, water, and labor in abundance. So it's just a matter of combining those. We can get ourselves out of this misery. There is also a problem of youth unemployment, or general lack of employment. That can also be gotten rid of by bringing in investment. Investment will not just float in the air. It has to be put on the ground. So you need a leader who knows how to maneuver around and acquire that land. The land tenure system of both the central government and the traditional system. And that leader or that candidate is me. You also need someone who has got a vision. Someone a leader whom we are able to follow, that this person, why is consistent, we have seen he has done that, he has done that, and he has done that. And on top of that, I believe I've made a lot of connection through my stay at the royal establishment there. I've got a number of important people who can help us. Development will not only come from the government, we also need non-governmental organizations, we need companies, we need other investors. So all those contacts are there. So it's just a matter of sitting together, working with the councillors, the traditional leadership, and then we'll forge a very strong team that can bring development into this area. Thank you very much.
She said, what is my strength? My strength is to be faithful, to be transparent to people in my way. Then I know people will trust me, they will give me the strength. I'm independent, as you heard, I'm independent. And independent means somebody who embraces all the people. You understand that? All of you, you look at me. I'm not going to divide. You are all the same to me. That's what I am. For employment, as I have said, whatever it is, like the youth, already I've done something me I'm proud of. Who I can point at something that I've done for the youth of Mwandi and the outskirts. I bought them football kits. I mean jerseys, whatever you call them, whistles with the balls. They know they are playing their clubs. All the clubs here in Mwandi, they are playing with my, I mean, they are wearing my kits, my football kits from me. I've already done it. So how can I fail to do it if you put me there? If I had done it before, you could have put me there, but now I've done it. Do you really think I can fail? I don't think so. I'll do much for you. I have a heart for you young ones. I have the heart for elders, whoever. For me, if you choose me, I promise you, as I promise, you will be smiling, all of you. I want to be segregative. I want to be looking at that party, but I embrace you as all as mine. That's what I am. So choose me. I'll never disappoint you. I'm a person who keeps on my promise. Even if you dig down, you will never find anything with me to say, Kili Hata, Kili Shori, Kili Kamai. I don't have that history. I walk with my head up. So please, when you choose, don't be cheated. Once bitten, twice shy. You should remember that. Once bitten, twice shy. Don't think maybe this somebody, as I've told you, I'm sticking on that. Because sometimes we are misled. We know what a person is, but you still go there because I don't know. Know that that person will still repeat the same thing. Choose us, we are three here. Choose the person who you think is transparent, has nothing to Zwakumlela. But if you choose a person who you think has been doing that because now he or she's standing as a chairperson, maybe she will change, you are just wasting your time. They will never change. We don't change. We are what we are. So that's that. Please, I'm giving you that. Don't hesitate. Vote for me. I'm not going to disappoint you.
You have made it for yourself. Money will no longer be the same in the next 5 years. You have a good road. You have good hours of water supply. And our agriculture system will increase as well. So I would like to get some questions from you, from what you have heard so far. Let's be free to ask our people. Yes.
Thank you so very much. Innocent Mumbati is my name. I'm hospital accountant. At the same time, I'm acting hospital administrator. I want to express my happiness for this forum. Mwandi has lagged behind, and as people of Mwandi, we feel so bitter in our spirits for not seeing Mwandi develop at the same rate as other places are developing rate, yet we have same opportunities, we have same privileges in the countries, but in most cases, Mwandi is always behind. My question is, we've talked of, you've mentioned, I want more clarity on how you are going to improve on the levels of unemployment, which is so high in Mwandi, because one, I've seen that Mwandi, we have no industries. So how are you going to improve? How are you going to increase the rate of employment for the youths, which we are needing so much? And I want also you to comment on the infrastructure. When you go out in the outskirts there, you feel pain to see the kind of schools, the kind of desks that people are using. How are you going to enhance that? And how are you going to break the bridge between the political gaps that are in there for you to bring in this development in this community. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that question. We have 2 minutes each to answer. That is the first question.
Because we only have limited institutions, hospital, school, and so on, it ends there. And we have no industry here, but most youths will go and get jobs in the industry. How are you going to bring employment to the people of Mwanje? How are you going to improve our infrastructure in the schools, which are in a very deplorable state that it demotivates even a teacher sent out there in the outskirts. And now we're going to bridge the gap of political affiliation, that you are going to unite the people of Mwanje to work together with different views and different backgrounds of political belonging.
Thank you so much. To start with, really it's true that we have a number of our youth who are unemployed. And so because they don't have anything to do, they are bound to do anything, especially beer drinking is one of those. So the best thing to do for us here in Mwanje is to have a trades school, a trades training school, which I want to believe PF government has promised that we should have one trades school in each district. Once these people are trained, and the other people are attending workshops on long life skills, and then we tackle the literacy levels through GCE, through bringing these people together so that they see the need for education, because without education, they will not do anything. And there are so many reasons as to why they could not go further in their education. And this is where we are coming in as leaders, that we should work flat out to bring things like trades institutions, so that even in Mwanje we should be proud to say every year, or is it every after 2 years, or is it every 6 months, we have people coming out skilled, and then they can be employed. Because there are so many. How am I going to look at schools? Thank you very much, sir. I'm a former DEPSI, District Education Board Secretary, and I know that where I've worked, when each time we go out and I see these schools in here, I've ever told myself to say, here in Mwanje, schools are still a bit behind. We need a lot of work on our head teachers. They need management skills, because they should not just wait for the government. They should not network and see how other organizations can help.